How's it going, everybody? CJ here, back with another video. We're looking at some more leaks today. We got some more Commander Legends leaks, and so we're going to dive into those. Remember, if you like my content, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon because I'm going to be doing a lot more Commander Legends stuff as the spoilers happen. A lot of deck tech, stuff like that. Like this video, comment on the video, comment what the reprints you're looking to see in this set. And comment anything that really jumps out at you as awesome that's been leaked or spoiled so far. And we're going to hop into this. All right. So, I just got a big list of all the cards that have been leaked. And I'm just going to go through it and point out any cards that I did not mention in the last video. And I'm also just going to set my computer in a better spot so I can read it easier. There. That's easier for me. All right. Let's see. Okay, we got Hellmount, a 4-mana red dragon. It's a mythic with flying. When it enters the battlefield, you may put a commander you own from the command zone onto the battlefield. It gains haste. Return it to the command zone at the beginning of the next end step. That's a pretty cool card. I can already see it. That's going to be a good card in the leaked deck. The leaked commander that was, you could like tap it to basically end your turn. That would be good in this. This card would be good in that because you can use it, get your commander out, give it haste, end step, tap it when this trigger hits a stack, tap it, get rid of the trigger so your commander stays in play instead. That seems pretty good. Now we got Soulfire Eruption, 6 red for a mythic sorcery. Choose any number of targets. For each of them, exile a top card of your library. Then Soulfire Eruption deals damage equal to the converted mana cost of the exiled card to that creature. You may play the exiled cards until the end of your next turn. Wow. Okay, that's a really cool card. So almost all these spoilers I haven't actually read yet. So these are all new to me. So you're getting my first reactions here. And this is a powerful card. Any mono red deck, this would be great. This is going in my Heb deck for sure. Because you can target your opponents with it. It acts as a ritual that way, plus a lot of card advantage, and you're going to have so much mana. This card's going to be an auto-include in the Heb the Eternal. Auto-include. Next up we got Kamal, Heart of Kroza. 6 green, legendary creature, human druid. At the beginning of combat on your turn, creatures you control get +3/+3 and gain trample until end of turn. 1 green until end of turn, target land you control becomes a 1/1 elemental creature token. Creature with vigilance, tramp, indestructible, and haste. It's still a land and has partner. This is also a mythic. Okay, so for a second I thought this was actually like the old Kamal. It's very similar to the old Kamal. So it's not actually a reprint though. It's just very similar to the original Kamal, which will be posted somewhere in this. But yeah. Very cool card there. That's nice. You got Terraforming, another mythic spell, a mythic sorcery, 6 green. So it looks like Soul Eruption, Terraforming, that's going to be a cycle. And you're going to have a 7 mana spell, 3 mana each color. That looks like it's what it's going to end up being. Terraforming, search your library for up to 10 land cards and put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Okay, so that's an auto-include in any Maze's End deck. Because that just wins you the game. That's very good. Terraforming is a very cool card. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to play that. We got Clear the Ranks. 3 white for a rare sorcery. Destroy all creatures and planeswalkers except for commanders. That's fine. I don't think it's gonna see too much play, honestly. Because I feel like Wrath of God is just better. It's okay. It's an okay card. Promised Tomorrow. 2 white. Enchantment. It's a rare. Whenever a creature you control dies, exile it. At the beginning of each end step, if you control no creatures, sacrifice Promised Tomorrow and return all cards exiled with it onto the battlefield under your control. That seems very strong. That's a cool card for white. That seems like it's almost a black card. That could be a very cool card to play. I can see decks where that's good. That can be strong in most white decks, honestly. Especially anything like Orzhov that's got like aristocrat stuff. That could be a very cool card. You can build a big board state, Wrath of God to blow everything up. Beginning of your turn, boom. It's a really good board wipe protection. If somebody wipes the board, you're going to get everything back. That's nice. That's really, really nice, actually. Court of Cunning. 1 blue enchantment. It's a rare. When it enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. At the beginning of your upkeep, any number of target players each mill 2 cards. If you're the monarch, instead those players each mill 10 cards. I like that it's any number of target players. So you could even target yourself if you want to self-mill, which is a really nice addition. Like that could be good in Muldrotha. And then also mill's a big thing now, Bruvac, so that's going to be a played card. Sakashima's Prodigy. 4 blue for a creature shapeshifter. It's a rare. It's got flash and cascade. You may have it enter the battlefield as a copy of a permanent that entered the battlefield this turn. And it's a 3/1. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. A cascading clone? I like that. With flash. That's a cool card. I can definitely see this seeing play in a lot of commander decks. Cascade is also a huge buff. Sakashima's Will. 3 blue sorcery. Choose 1. If you control a commander, as you cast the spell, you may choose both. Target opponent chooses a creature they control, gain control of it. Choose a creature you control until end of turn. Other creatures you control become a copy of that creature. That's a cool card too. There's definitely some cool shenanigans you can do with that, like making all your small creatures into like a blight. Like say you have like 6 tokens, 6 1/1s, and a Blightsteel Colossus. You can just have 7 Blightsteel Colossi. That's a cool card. Alright, we got Wrong Turn. 2 and a blue, and it's an instant, and it's a rare. Target opponent gains control of target creature. Okay, that's really weird. That's a weird card. It's kind of like Donate, but you can give them other people's creatures at instant speed. I don't know the best way to play. That's going to be a great card for Chaos. I don't know the best way to play this, though. It's a weird card. Yeah, that's interesting. That's funny. I mean, you could like maybe Wrong Turn a Phage and then flicker it. I don't know. That's an interesting card. That's an interesting card. That's cool. Talked about that card already. Nightshade Harvester, 3 and a black for an elf shaman. It's a rare. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, that player loses 1 life, put a +1/+1 counter on it. That's a cool card. That would be really good in anything like Yarok, because that means it would be double triggers there. That's very similar to like Polluted Bonds, which is a good card. So I like this. Nightshade Harvester is a cool card. We got Rakshasa Debaser, 4 black for a cat demon. It's a rare. Whenever it attacks, put target creature card in defending player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Okay. That's cool. So you just steal creatures whenever you attack with it. It's a 6/6, right? Yeah, it's a 6/6. So it's a big cat. So that's nice. And it's got Encore. 6 black. You can exile from your graveyard. For each opponent, create a token that's a copy of this card. It attacks that player this turn if able and gains haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Encore only this. Okay, that's cool. So you can bring it back and then basically myriad it for a turn and steal a creature from everybody for 8 mana. That's cool. And if you do something like end the turn, then you get to keep those tokens. I like that. I like that card a lot. That's fun. We got Forceful Recruiter. It's 4 rare, 4 and a red for an orc pirate, and it's a rare. Whenever it or another pirate enters the battlefield under your control, gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap it, it gains haste, and becomes a pirate in addition to its other types until end of turn. Okay, so this does combo with like Kiki Jiki, which is a good start. It is 5 mana though, so it's not great for that, but it does combo with Kiki Jiki and the like. It seems like a good card. I mean, this is a cool card. Pirate Tribal just got a lot better. It seems to be a lot of pirate cards actually in this set. So Admiral Beckett Brass might be a card to look into. It could be a card that spikes pretty soon. Something similar to that at least. We got Jessica's Will, 2 and a red, sorcery. It's a rare. Choose one. If you control a commander as you cast a spell, you may choose both. So this looks like it's also going to be a cycle. You can add a red for each card in target player's hand. Or you can exile the top 3 cards of your library. You may play them this turn. So it's kind of like draw 3 for the turn, or ritual, or both, which is nice. This is also going to be like an auto include inside Neheb actually, just because it's 3 mana to draw 3. It seems good. Court of Plenty. I already talked about this one, I believe. Yes, I talked about this one last time. Okay. We got Duskwood Regent, 5 green for a creature elk. So Oko's back. It's a rare elk. It's also an 8/8, so it's a big rare elk. As long as you're the monarch, permanents you control have hexproof. So, and also when it enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. That's a really cool card. So it brings monarch into the game, which is always a good time, and it gives you a huge buff. All your permanents have hexproof. That's big. That's really, really big. We've got Kodama of the East Tree. 4 green for a legendary creature spirit. It's a rare. It's got reach. Whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, if it wasn't put onto the battlefield with this ability, you may put a permanent card with equal or lesser converted mana cost from your hand onto the battlefield and has partner. Wow, this card seems really cool. I will be building this deck. This card's going to be getting a deck tech. This is a very, very cool card. Oh, I'm excited about this. Because it also works with lands. So any lands that you play can become 2 lands. Anytime you play a creature, anytime you play an enchantment, you're just doubling everything. That's so good. This card's sweet. This card's very, very sweet. And it's also 6/6 if I didn't say that. Rootweaver Druid. 2 and a green. It's an elf druid. It's rare. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent may search their library for up to 3 basic land cards, and then they put one of them onto the battlefield tapped under your control, and the rest onto the battlefield tapped under their control. Each player that searches their library this way shuffles their library. Weird. So when you play this, as long as you have your 3 opponents, you're going to get 3 lands out of your opponent's decks, and they get 2 lands each. That's such a weird card. But after, like, if one player goes out, then you're equal, and if you 1v1 and you don't want to play this because you're just helping your opponent. This is weird. This is a really, really weird card. I don't know what I think about it. I feel like this card could have been... I think this card could have been white somehow. And it should be a really good card for white. But in green, I feel like it's okay. I'm not sure. It'd be good in landfall. That's so weird. Next, we got Blim, Comedic Genius. I already like this card, just based on the name. 2 black-red. Legendary creature, it's a legendary imp. It's a rare. Flying. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player gains control of a permanent you control of your choice. Then each player loses life and discards cards equal to the number of permanents they control but don't own. Okay, so I've got a Chaos deck, and this looks like a really good win con for the Chaos deck. This is a weird card, but I like it. Next up, we got Zara, Renegade Recruiter. It's a human pirate, rare, 3 blue-red, flying. Whenever it attacks, look at the defending player's hand. You may put a creature card from among those cards onto the battlefield under your control, tapped and attacking that player or a planeswalker they control. Return that creature to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. So another good one that you can steal with like something that says end the turn. This card is cool. This card is very, very cool. It's just like a temporary, I'm going to attack you and also just steal this card out of your hand and attack you with that too. You always attack the green player with this. That's a cool card. It's very different. I can't think of a card that compares very well with that. We got next Belborca Spectral Sergeant. 2 red white. Legendary creature, spirit soldier. It's a rare. As a card enters exile, note its converted mana cost. Its power is equal to the highest number noted this turn. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile a top card of your library. You may play it this turn. So it's a red and white legendary creature for 4 that lets you basically draw an extra card each turn, and its power varies based on how big the card is. I don't really like this card. I mean, it could go into a red-white deck just as card draw, but it seems very mediocre. If it was like equal to the combined converted mana cost as opposed to just the highest, then it would be way better. Next. Amarith the Shimmering. 3 green, white, blue. Okay, so this is the first tricolored legendary creature that's been spoiled. So we got a Bant Commander here. Legendary creature dragon. It's a rare. Flying. Whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, reveal the top card of your library. If it shares a type with that permanent, you may reveal that card and put it into your hand. And it's a 6/6. Okay, so this is not bad. On its surface, it doesn't look amazing, but it's going to get you a lot of value. Whenever you play a land, you can take a land. And so when you play a land for turn, you see what the top card of your library is. If it's a land, you put it in your hand. Otherwise, you know what it is, and you know how to draw it by playing a card that shares the same type as it, and then you can move on to the next one. That's a cool card. This could be a cool primal surge deck. I like that, or stuff with like Oracle Moldiah. That seems good. Next up, we got this card's cool. Okay, Uriok of the Burning Gang. 1 black, red, green. So we got a Jund commander here. Also, it definitely, the other one was definitely not the first tricolor commander. I don't know why I thought it was, because there have definitely been previous ones spoiled that were like the one that ends the turn, which is Grixis. So this Jund commander, it's a Viashino Shaman, and it's a rare. It's got vigilance, and whenever a player loses unspent mana, they lose life. They lose that much life. So this card gives your opponents mana burn. Or this gives everybody mana burn. And then it's got 1 and tap it. Each player adds Jund mana. And it's a 4/4. Okay, so a 4/4 vigilance, 4/4 vigilance that ramps you for 4 mana. It seems good on the surface. And it adds mana burn. This seems like a cool card. This could be a fun card to build around. I don't know. I'll have to look into building around it, but this could be a fun one. I'll definitely have a video on this card. Next we have Gen, Weaver of the Arcane. Red, white, black. It's a legendary creature, human wizard. So Jeskai Wizard. You can pay Jeskai and tap it to sacrifice an enchantment to return target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So it's kind of like Enchantment Reanimator. That seems kind of cool. This could be an interesting card. This could be a really cool build around. I like this. Next up is Averna, Blooming Chaos. Green, blue, red. Legendary creature, elemental shaman, rare. It's a 4/2. As you cascade, you may put a land card exiled this way onto the battlefield. Ooh. This card is sweet. So whenever you cascade, if you hit any lands, you put them into play. It doesn't, I don't think it stops the cascade. It just lets you, like if you cascade and you hit like 3 lands before you hit the card that you're cascading into, that goes into play. This seems really, really good. Oh, I'm going to build this deck. If that's how this works, I'm building this deck. Because, I mean, you could just play like just any cascade card and just not have cards lower, like what's the lowest cascading card? Like maybe 3 CMC? Just have no 2 or 1 drops in the deck. You hit that 3 CMC and it just combos out to put all your lands into play. That could be so cool. This card seems sweet. I like this a lot. Next up, we got Gnostro, Voice of the Rocks. 1 blue, red, white. Let's see. It's a legendary creature chimera. It's a rare. Oh, I made a mistake earlier. The enchantment reanimating creature is red, white, black. It's Mardu. But so Gnostro is in fact Jeskai. You can tap it to choose one. X is the number of spells you cast this turn. So we've got a storm commander here. That's cool. You can scry X. It deals X damage to target creature, or you gain X life. So it's pretty easy to just go infinite. So on storm count, like just Ice-Crown Scepter, Dramatic Reversal, you can make infinite mana and infinite storm count. So you can scry your deck exactly. You can scry your deck exactly how you want your deck to look. You can just obliterate some creature. You happen to be in the colors that include Boros Reckoner, so you can just obliterate Boros Reckoner and deal damage to players. And you can gain infinite life with this. That seems pretty good. That seems very, very good. It's definitely a card that you have to build around a lot. Like, this is a Storm deck, and I don't know if Storm's actually that great in Commander, other than like CDH, but this is not a CDH card. Next up, we got... Okay, already did that one. War Cabinet. It's a land, it's a rare, you can tap it to add colorless, or you can pay 3 and tap it and pay life equal to the number of colors in your commander's color identity to draw a card. So it's 4 mana and lose a good amount of life to draw a card. That doesn't seem great. That doesn't seem great. I mean, it's just kind of a bad Castle Locthwain, I guess? It's fine. I don't think there should be a rare. But oh well. Kelith, Sunmere Familiar. Ooh. We got a horse commander, guys. We got a legendary horse here. Whenever a commander you control attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it. Okay, that's fine. And it's got partner. This is an uncommon. Okay. That's fine. That's definitely a good draft card. Good draft card. Next up, Prava of the Steel Legion, 3 and a white legendary creature, Cat Soldier. It's an uncommon. As long as it's your turn, creature tokens you control get +1/+4. 3 and a white, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token, and it's got partner. That's kind of good. That's a big buff. Like a +1/+4 is very, very big. Plus partner means you're not playing mono white, so it's strictly better. Rebek, Architect of Ascent. 3 and a white again for another uncommon legendary creature is a Human Artificer. Artifacts you control have protection from each converted mana cost among artifacts you control. It's a 3/4 with partner. That's cool. So if you have like a 3-drop, 3 mana artifact, all your artifacts have Prog 3. I guess it's good if you're playing like artifact creatures. That seems decent. Elegeth, Augur of the Crossroads, 4 blue. Oh, I already went through this one. This is instead of scrying, you draw that many cards. Okay, this is a new one. Glacian, Powerstone Engineer, 5 and a blue legendary creature, Human Artificer, and it's an uncommon. Tap it and tap X untapped artifacts you control. Look at the top X cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. And it's got partner into 3/6. That's pretty cool. So it's really nice that it puts it into your graveyard instead of on the bottom. So this would be a good card in any like artifact recursion-y deck. Next up we got Malcolm, Keen-Eyed Navigator. 2 and a blue for a legendary creature, Siren Pirate. It's an uncommon with flying. Whenever 1 or more pirates you control deal combat damage to a player, one of your opponents. Create a treasure token for each opponent dealt damage this way, and it's got partner. Okay, so this is a good way to make treasures. This is not a bad card right here. Not bad. Next up, we got, what is this? Falthus Shadowcat Familiar. 2 and a black. Legendary creature, Nightmare Cat, and it's an uncommon. Commanders you control have Menace and Death Touch, and it's got partner, and it's a 2/2. It's not bad. I mean, it's not great. It's a good lord for your other commander, and this is just a 2/2 Menace Death Touch for 3, which isn't terrible. Doesn't do that much in commander, I guess. I think this one's much better when it comes to sealed or draft. We did that one. Fathom Fleet Blade Master. 3 and a 4 for an Orc Pirate. 3 and a red for an Orc Pirate that's an uncommon. Whenever it attacks, it deals damage to the player or planeswalker it's attacking equal to the number of artifacts you control. And it's got Encore for 6. 5 and a red. You create a token that's a copy of this card. It attacks the player this turn. Wait. For each opponent. Okay, so you myriad it again. So this is another one of those myriad until end of turn creature. It's like return it. Yeah. But, okay, yeah. And so you can only Encore as a sorcery. It's a 4/3. That's not bad. If you rack up a ton of artifacts, you can blow people out with this. Next up, we've got Kedis Blanks Familiar. Don't know what the blank is. It's 1 and a red, legendary creature. It's a lizard and it's an uncommon. Whenever a commander creature you control deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to each other opponent. It's got partner. It's a 1/1. So it basically gives your commander myriad. If it hits, then it does damage to everybody. It's like Saskia. It's a lot like Saskia. Ooh, this would be cool in a Saskia deck, actually, because someone just gets domed for double. We got Meteor. Nope, we did that one. I think we did this one. Just in case we didn't do this one. Anara Lupine Familiar, 3 and a green. Legendary creature, Wolf Beast, and it's an uncommon. As long as it's your turn, commanders you control have indestructible, and it's a 4/4 with partner. Seems solid. That one's better. That's definitely better than the Menace Death Touch one. Next up. Numa Jaraga Chieftain. 2 and a green for a legendary creature, Elf Warrior, and it's an uncommon. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay XX. When you do, distribute X +1/+1 counters among any number of target elves you control, partner, and it's a 2/2. So it just gives counters on your elves. It's fine. It's fine. Probably not going to see much play. Then we got Kanji, Guardian of the Heavens. I know Kanji had a previous card that was bird related. It's a bird wizard and it's an uncommon with flying and vigilance. Whenever it attacks, attacking creatures you control with flying get +2/+0 until end of turn. And whenever it blocks, attacking creatures you control get with flying get +0/+2 until end of turn. Okay, so it's a really, really, really good bird lord or flying tribal lord. So that could be a good card. That would be good in an Iniaz deck. Or Iniaz would be... No, I think this would be better in Iniaz. I like that idea. Orami, River of the Dead. 1 blue-black for a legendary creature, Merfolk Wizard. Tap, exile a number of cards from your graveyard equal to the number of opponents. Target creature card in your graveyard gains Encore until end of turn. The Encore cost is equal to its converted mana cost. So this is, and you can pay it from the graveyard and create a token that's a copy of that card. It attacks, each token attacks a player, sacrifice them at the end of turn. That's kind of a cool card. I like that. It's kind of blue-black Reanimator. Next up, we got... we already read that one. Captain Vargas Wrath. Blue-red for an uncommon orc pirate that's legendary. Whenever it attacks, for each time you've cast your commander from the command zone this game, pirates you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. It's a 1/1. And since it's only 2 mana, you're probably going to cast this a lot. So you're going to make your pirates pretty big. That's kind of cool. Guideless Property. Land. It's uncommon. It enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, return a land you control to its owner's hand. You can tap it to add 2 colorless. That seems okay. I mean, it's just a bad bounce land, honestly. So it's probably not going to see much play. Kite Sail Skirmisher. Did I already read this one? Whenever it attacks, it's a human pirate, it's a common. Whenever it attacks, target creature you control that's attacking the same player or planeswalker gains flying until end of turn, and it has Encore for 5. It's a 3/1. Treasure Huntress. Creature, human pirate, it's an uncommon for 2. It's a common for 2 and a blue. When it dies, draw a card, and it's got Encore for 7. But that means all the tokens, when they die, you get to draw 3 cards. We went through that one last time. Eyeblight Clubber. It's 4 and a black for a common elf warrior. It's a 3/3. When it dies, create 3 1/1 green elf creature tokens and mill 3 cards. It's fine. That's fine. And we went through that card as well. Alright, so now we are done with the new cards. Now we're going to talk about notable reprints, or any reprints that have been spoiled or leaked. So, I'm also going to compare this with the list of commanders that I thought were going to get printed to see if I'm right about any. So, first off, we got Akiri Lineslinger as the spoiled Boros commander. And the commander I guessed was... I guessed Feather. So I got that one wrong. Unfortunate. But that's cool. That's cool. Akiri's better, honestly. It's about the same level value-wise, and it's a good reprint. We got Amorphous Axe. Angel of Dawn. Which one's Angel of Dawn? Oh, I do not know. Alright. Oh. I pressed the wrong button there. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to... The cards that I don't remember what they do, I'm not going to mention because I'm not going to talk about much because I can't remember what they do, and I don't want to deal with trying to figure it out every time. Angelic Gift. And the cards that are not worth talking about much, I'm just going to list them off. Arcane Signet, upshifted to uncommon, and it's a first foil printing, and it's got a... Oh, what do those symbols mean again? I think this means it's got a extended art. It's got an extended art. So you can get an extended art Arcane Signet, which I did actually predict inside the other video, which, I mean, that's an easy prediction. Armory of Aroas, that was downshifted to a common. Austere Command, that's a nice reprint right there. Aven Surveyor, Blade Brand, Burnished Heart, Crow of Dark Tidings, Dragon Mantle, Dreamstone Hedron, Elvish Visionary, Entourage of Trust, Fire Diamond, so we got the Diamond Cycle, Ghastly Demise, Gift of Paradise, Goblin Trailblazer, Howling Golem, downshifted to common, Inspiring Roar, which it's first foil printing, Core Cartographer, that's a good white ramp spell, Lightning Rig Crew is an old one, the Dimir Commander, which it looks like I got wrong, was actually Ludovic. Wait, is Ludovic the Dimir one, or is that that's Silas Wren? Ludovic is the is it one, isn't it? Yeah, Ludovic's the is it one. So I may not have gotten the Dimir one wrong, actually. Oh, what is going on here? Oh, they pressed the wrong button, it looks like. There we go. Okay. I said it was going to be Mizzix, so I still got that wrong. But, yeah. Mayfield Twins, downshifted to common. Maelstrom Wanderer was already known. Mask of Memory, that's a good reprint right there. That card is getting a little pricey. Foil printing for it, it's going to be nice. Null Caller. Omen Speaker, Opal Palace with a full art. Interesting there. Open the Arm, or that's a rare, so it makes sense. Open the Armory, that's a solid reprint. Palace Sentinels, Path of Ancestry with an extended art. Pilgrim's Eye, Preordain with an extended art, which is cool. Reliquary Tower with extended art. Renegade Tactics. Ooh, Rings of Bright Hearth. I did not see that. That's awesome. That's a very, very good reprint. That card is getting pricey. Scaled Behemoth. Scholar of Stars. Scroll Rack. That's a huge reprint there. That card's like 90 to 100 bucks or so. So that's a nice reprint. It's upshifted to Mythic. Good reprint. Silas Wren was, in fact, the Dimir commander. So it looks like they're doing a lot of the partner commanders at the 2 colors. Sisay's Ring, interesting reprint. Scav Goliath and Slith Ascendant, both those downshifted to common. Soul Ring with an extended art. Gotta love your Pimp Soul Ring. Soul's Fire, I already went through that. Sunset Pyramid. Supreme Will. What else? Terramorphic Expanse with a extended art printing. We got the Vile Smasher the Fierce as the Rakdos one, which I believe is what I called. I definitely did call Vile Smasher. I'm very happy about this one. And I mean, it goes on theme. It's probably going to end up being all of the two color partners as the 2 color commanders here. So that means Thrasios reprint is very likely. Victimize with a full art or extended art. Viscera Seer with an extended art. Both those great reprints. The Vow of Flight, Vow of Lightning. Both those. Vow of Wildness. All those have their first foil printings. You got Wild Celebrants. Okay, so it's actually not all of the 2 color ones are not. The 2 color ones are not all gonna be whatever I said. They're not all gonna be the partner commanders. Because we got Xenagod as the Gruul commander. I was guessing Rurik Thar. I'm surprised they did Xenagos because of the fact that he just had a secret layer printing. But, oh well, Xenagos. We got Xenagos in at the Gruul commander. So far, I am not doing well with these guesses. But that's all we got so far. So that's all the leaks up until today, the 19th. Well, I'm recording this on the 19th. This is probably going to be airing on the 20th. So it's all the leaked cards up until yesterday, or whenever you watch this, the 19th. So this is cool. There's a lot of really good reprints in this set. I'm very, very excited. I hope you guys are excited about this set. If you are, comment down below. Let me know what you're most excited for. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon because I'm going to be doing a first thoughts on most of the commanders in this set. Anything new in the set, I'll be doing a first thoughts deck tech thing on. And as long as they look fun or seem like they could be cool, they have cool shenanigans. So we'll see you guys next time. If there's more leaks, then we'll see you then. Otherwise, not sure what the next video is going to be. But we'll see you then. Peace out, everybody.